everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna give you guys my advice on how to plan the perfect Disney day or Disney vacation or how to plan a vacation. I don't know, all of those things. Disclaimer, these tips are my own opinion and these are not for those annual pass holders who go to Disney multiple times a year. These are for people who are beginners, who haven't really been to Disney, who just want to know more. Okay, thank you. Let's get to the video then. You can book fast passes up to 60 days in advance as long as you have a hotel reservation. If you don't have a hotel reservation, you can book them up to 30 days in advance. And it's free. It's on the My Disney Experience app and on the Disney website. You're allowed 3 fast passes in a day and they have to be for the same park. So you can't do like 2 in Magic Kingdom and then 1 in Epcot. They all have to be in the same park. If you choose them early enough in the day, after you use those 3, you can get a 4th one. And then after you use that one, you can get a 5th one. You can still book a fast pass for Magic Kingdom, and after you use it and you're going to Epcot, you can book one for Epcot. They just can't be at the same time. Does that make sense? If you've never been to Disney or you've been like once or twice, it's always good to book the hotels way in advance so that you can be the first to make the fast pass selections. The fast passes run out really quickly for the popular rides like Avatar or Toy Story. So if you get them on the 60th day, on the first day you can, which is 60 days before, then you should be able to get one, because we're going in June and we actually looked on the first day out of 60, if that makes sense, and we were able to get 2 flight of passage fast passes. So if you look on the date as soon as you can, look. Okay, this is gonna sound opposite, but always look for fast passes the day of and the day before, because they'll just put them out on the same day. Like I was able to get Avatar fast passes in the same day, so you never know, just keep checking. The same goes for dinner reservations. Ohana is like the most popular place to eat, but Curtis and I have always been able to book there the same day or the day before, so don't freak out about it. Always check back for your hotel price, because if it's lower than what you originally paid, you can call them and they will adjust the price for you, but obviously they're not going to tell you that it's lower, so keep looking out for yourself. Another tip that I have is to, if it's your first time, don't expect to do everything. I think a good tactic to do is to like have everyone in your family make a list of what they want to do, maybe like 3 things, and then try and hit everybody's like top 3 or top 2. And probably a lot of you will have like the same ones. I think that's a good idea. We always do that when we go to Disney, just so we both get to do what we want, right? Yeah, don't be too scheduled with everything, because then you'll just be disappointed. Like if you have to do this fast pass at 1 and eat lunch at 2 and then go to the next fast pass at 3, watch the fireworks, like that's just a lot. Just chill. It's okay. I promise it's okay. This tip is for the holidays. When I worked in Disney, I used to get this complaint all the time, and it was that the park is closing at 6 o'clock and I paid for a full ticket. Always check the park hours before you go so you don't spend $100-something on a full ticket at Magic Kingdom like for a full day and have to leave at 6 and not even get to watch the fireworks because there's a Christmas party going on. For annual pass holders it's great because the park is really dead, because like I said, nobody wants to go to the park at that time because it closes at 6. That's usually only in Magic Kingdom around like holiday time. They start doing Halloween parties in August, but it's not every night, it's only select nights. So from August to December their hours are a bit different. So definitely look out for that. And the holidays is the best time to go to Disney. Everything is decorated. It's amazing. January and February are also really good times to visit. And also September is a good month. I mean, when we worked there in September, it was like pretty quiet. I mean, not quiet, but it was low for Disney standards. In January, the weather is perfect. Going the week after Thanksgiving and before, I would say like the 2nd or 1st week of December, depending on where it lands, is a really great time to go, because everyone is waiting to come near to the holidays, I guess, I don't know. And not many people go to Disney for Thanksgiving, because think about it, you want to be with your family and stuff. So when I worked at Disney, they what's the word?
Staff.
They overstaffed employees on Thanksgiving because we thought it was going to be really busy. So they actually got to send a ton of people home. So yeah, it's not that busy on Thanksgiving. If you decide to go in the summer, it rains every day here in Florida from May till August, sometimes even till September. So if you get like a radar app on your phone, you can see when it's coming and when it's gonna leave, because you think you can tell when it's coming and when it's over, but most of the time it just is like, oh, it's gonna rain, and then everyone is like screaming and running in the poncho, that whole thing. So if you have the app, you can at least see where it's at and when it's gonna be gone, so you know when to like chill and when to come back. Sometimes it'll rain for like 10 minutes, like it'll downpour, and then sometimes it's like that all day. So, and you never ever know, it doesn't matter what it says on the weather app or on the news, you never know what it's gonna be like. You can get an idea, but it's never confirmed.
Radar app. Radar app.
Another thing they have in the parks is free waters. You can go up to any quick service restaurant and get a cup of ice water. So I always bring my own cup and just have them fill it up, because Disney water is expensive. It's $3 a bottle and it's Dasani, and nobody likes Dasani. Oh, another thing about the parks is that if you buy an all-day ticket to Magic Kingdom or wherever, you are allowed to leave and then come back in. I didn't know that a few years ago. I thought like once you're in you have to stay in, but no, you can come and go whenever you want. So if you have kids and they need a nap, great, you can leave and come back. I don't have any tips for like parents in this, except for the fact that every park has a baby care center and a first aid center, so you can get like ibuprofen, band-aids. They have a nursing area, so you can just sit and chill with your baby if they need a minute. That's all I know. If it's your first time in Disney or like your second or third time, I feel like you would want to see the fireworks, but if you're not that big on like being in front of the castle, like as soon as the fireworks hit, I would say try to get to the transportation, like the bus or the boats, before the fireworks start, because as soon as it's over, everybody rushes out to leave, and it will add on like an hour or even an hour and a half on travel time just to get back to your place. So you can watch them. We've been on the boat back to Wilderness Lodge, and we've just sat and watched them while we beat all the lines. So it really works out in your favor if you're not that big on watching the fireworks. Also, don't think you have to stand there 2 hours before the fireworks go off, because I promise you can just sneak up and watch them. I mean, I always say they're in the sky, you can see them from anywhere, it doesn't matter where you stand. They came out with the new fireworks show, the Happily Ever After, which is like on the castle and in the sky, which personally for me, I have a hard time watching both, so I just tend to watch the fireworks. So we have a spot that is in Frontierland, like they have, it's not like a bridge, what would you call it? A dock type thing, I guess. Okay. The dock in Frontierland, it just like juts out onto the water, and you can see the castle perfectly and the fireworks, and there's like nobody around, and it's romantic. It's great.
It is pretty romantic.
Couples, and then once the fireworks are over, you can run to Big Thunder Mountain. If you're into eating and drinking around the world, Epcot has Food and Wine Festival in August to, I don't know, August to November, I think. I think it's like end of August. I don't know. I'll look it up and I'll put it on the screen when they have it this year. But they have a bunch of different booths with food and drinks, and they have performances. Same for, they have Festival of the Holidays, which is in December, November. Then they do Festival of the Arts, which is January, February. And then they have a festival like almost all the time. And then they have Flower and Garden Festival, which is my favorite. No, well, the Festival of the Arts was really fun.
You can't even breathe during Flower and Garden. How are you doing?
But the food is so good during
like way better than
food and wine. The food is like really heavy. I feel like it's a lot of fish, and what else was it? It was a lot of fish.
Like just heavy meat. Like I tried
like
venison.
Yeah, like a lot of pork and just heavy foods. Flower and Garden is really light, and the drinks are like springy and they're just fruity and cute. Curtis had a sandwich in America. It was like, I don't even know. If I found a picture again, I'll put it in here. and I had twice. I had Canada is my favorite at all the festivals because I love steak, so they always have some type of steak from the steakhouse they do, which is really great. Oh my gosh, we should do a review on that. It was so much fun. Anyways, all of the festivals are great. They just don't do one from, I just want to say June, July. Because we went early May and they had the Flower and Garden Festival still going last year. So yeah, I would say for like 2 months out of the whole year they don't have a festival, so it's probably a little quieter then. So I did some numbers for you guys and I was looking at tickets, like weighed the pros and cons. I mean, if you're going to Disney for like a week or 2 weeks and that's like your only vacation, I did some numbers on here. So for a 7-day regular ticket, so this is 1 park per day, it's $500 per person. A park hopper for 7 days, which means you can go into any parks whenever you want, is $586. So that's for a week. Now the annual pass is $750 per person, but you get free photo pass pictures and free parking, and there's no blockout date. You also get 20% off dining, merchandise, you get a discount on the hotels, you get a discount on different events like the after hours events. Did I talk about that? I didn't mention the after hours event.
No, you didn't.
I will. You also get discount on the holiday parties. So if you're going for like 2 weeks, I would say it's really worth it, including all the discounts, and you would save a lot of money. I don't know, I was just doing some numbers. I mean, if you go to Disney once a week, what? Yeah, that would be cool. If you go to Disney 2 weeks a year, then it's already paying for itself if you're out of state. If you're in state, they have way cheaper passes. Sorry, guys. But yeah, they have different passes if you're a Florida resident. I guess I'll talk about the after hours event now. So the after hours event is an after hours event. The after hours event allows you to go to Magic Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, or Animal Kingdom. Once the park closes to regular guests, you'll get like an extra 3 hours in the park. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but trust me, it's the perfect amount of time. When nobody's there, you don't realize how much you can get done. The wait times are like 5, 10, 15 minutes. We went to Hollywood Studios, I'll link that down below. And Slinky Dog is usually like a 2 or 3 hour wait during the day. We got to ride it like 3 times and we waited like 15 minutes to ride it. So it was totally worth it. We went on Toy Story Mania and there's Rock and Roller Coaster. The tickets are about the same as a regular day ticket, but it includes like free, well not free, I guess you're paying for it, but it includes drinks like Sprite, waters, Coke, and all that, and also comes with free ice cream, and what are they called, popsicles. Not only are you in the park from when it closes to the regular guests until like 3 hours after, but you could also get in like 2 hours before it closes. So if the park closes at 9, the event goes from 9 to 12, but you can actually get in at like 7 and stay till 12. So you have 5 hours in the park, and I would recommend this to anybody over buying a real park ticket. They still have quick service places open.
It's not the full selection.
But trust me, it's fun. You can still do most of the things that you would be able to do if you had a regular ticket, except it's at night, it's not as hot, it's not crowded at all. If I have some videos, I'll put them in. We did the Hollywood Studios one and I did like a whole vlog on that, but we also did Magic Kingdom, and that was before I was doing YouTube, so I'll try and find some videos to put in for that. Basically, they just give you a little card or sometimes a wristband. I don't know if I have mine somewhere, but and then before you go on the rides, you just flash it to them and they will let you on. And yeah, thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope it was helpful. Like I said, it's just for beginners or people who haven't been to Disney, so please don't roast me if you're a pass holder and you disagree with my my comments and my advice. Thank you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.